What if Deku was Superman Part 3? So where we last left off, Deku had just basically cut the Nomu in half and also crushed Shigaraki's wrist to the point where the bone was just dust after he tried to decay him. It was pretty eventful last part. But yeah, let's get into it. So we start off at UA in 1A. Basically, I don't see Izada. Izada? What the hell is Izada? Aizawa is heavily bandaged and looks like a mummy. I don't know if I said that last time. And basically he says sports festivals coming up soon. Basically the school decided to not cancel it, to show all the media and stuff that the villain attack was taken serious, but it will not stop the education of new heroes. Basically showing their determination to the students and stuff. So yeah, so they did up security by a lot and have active pro heroes on the scene. So yeah. God damn, my bed is squeaky. So I need to get a chair. I said this last time. I need to get a fucking chair. But yeah, basically he says the sports fest in a week. He recommends training that time to hone your skills. And yeah, we cut in a week, and it's time for the sports festival. Basically, he also said when the day starts, that day instantly goes to the waiting room. Like, get your gym uniform on and go to the waiting room instantly. So, in the waiting room, that's when Monma comes in and starts taunting 1A, basically saying how they think they're better than everyone and all the stuff. Basically, he's jealous. That's how I put it. He's jealous as heck. He's talking, and then Bakugo and him start getting in an argument. They were just ignoring it too, but then Monoma start going after everyone else. He eventually goes after Deku. Deku just gets up and then grabs Monoma's shirt and flings him through the door. Like, the door was open, but he just flings him through the open. Basically, he threw him out the door. That's pretty much what it was. And he hit the wall hard. Like, you could hear a crunch. And then Deku just closed the door and locked it because he was not having none of it. But yeah, think it's the race. This is gonna be easy. Basically, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Deku was first in the entrance exam. So basically, Deku's the one giving the speech. Deku gives a speech. They got some people talking. Shinto and Monoma. Monema's still talking crap, even though he literally has a giant knot on his head. He got a bandaged arm. Like, it's not like it's bandaged, but like in 30 minutes he'll be fine. So yeah, they're talking, and Deku just what's it called? Freeze breath. Yeah, he used freeze breath, and pretty much just encase their mouth in ice so they can't talk. And Deku finishes. And then he uses heat vision to thaw the ice so they can breathe. Well, let's say he only had 30 seconds left, and made it till he covered their nose and mouth. Monomo was a bit struggling since he was midway talking to the point where he had to breathe again. But yeah, they dealt with that. And now it's time for the race. The race. This is gonna be fun. Well, it's not gonna be fun. It's gonna be boring because nothing really happens. Basically, President Mike says go, and when Shoto makes the ice wall, you know how in Canada some people couldn't get through. Deku was one of those people because he wanted to wait a little bit to give him a chance. So Shoto was doing bullcrap. Deku was like, I'm not waiting no more. He just bolts through the ice wall. Like, literally, the ice wall just blows up. And like, just from him running through it, he didn't do nothing. He just ran through it, and the entire ice wall gone. Shoto looks back and literally sees a blur of Deku. Like, I mean a blur. Like, this man is sprinting. He's let's say he dispatched the robots like real quick, like literally sliced them to bits. You know what I mean? Literally just uses heat vision and just cut out their legs and make them fall, and then made a little section for people to go through. But basically, it wasn't big enough. It's only big enough for like 5 people at a time, basically. So they had to slow down because he knew everyone would be rushing to get through. So some people actually got stuck because they didn't want to wait. They got stuck on their other comrades. Like, that was funny. So, let me think. Deku gets first. Basically, he got to it was like a little fucking cane. Bullcrap. I'm pretty sure it was like a cane. You had a tightrope. I'm pretty sure that was in there. Cause I remember there was some things where Ida was doing a fucking T pose on the tightrope just going along. Yeah, Deku just flies over that and just makes an ice bridge for everyone with his freeze breath. Cause he's being fair-ish when he can move with supersonic speeds. So if you don't know, well, not even flying, Superman can run at pretty much supersonic speed. Like, not pretty much, absolutely a supersonic speed, even past that. Cause there's been times where him and the Flash are raced, and he caught up by running, but that was because Barry wasn't really trying. Cause when he goes full speed, Superman, like you in the dust. Only thing you see is like the little air particle. Let's say there's dust, you run through dust, you see like a little human shape, like part of the dust. That's all he saw. Like, I swear to God. But yeah. I think we get to the minefield. Minefield happened. That could just runs across and blows up every single mine. Because basically, when he ran, he set off like 10 of them at once with every step. So they all just went boom. And everyone's looking, see is Deku good. And then see Deku still running. Like, it's no competition. He gets first place. Well, what's the point at this point? Now it's time for the cavalry battle. Basically, Midnight announces that Deku has 1 million points. And they start noticing everyone switched up their tune. I mean, everyone switched up their tune. Pretty much everyone. They all looking menacing and tell like they about to slit his throat in his sleep. I swear to God, that's how it looked in the... Hold up. I got an issue I gotta solve. I have returned. So, as I was saying, basically, it's the canon. It's the canon teams. Deku, Tokoyami, Ochako, and Mei. It's a canon team. So, I'm pretty sure there was no one else on there. Just Ochako, Mei, Deku, Tokoyami, and yeah, that was it. And Deku. That was it. So, yeah. Basically, this time, Deku is one of the horses. Because he can fucking fly, bro. Like, nigga, he can fucking fly. So, wait, no, trash that. It makes sense to have him on, though. Yeah, it makes sense. Basically, fucking no. He's a horse. I'm pretty sure horses could actually take your headband. Because they had nothing against Tokiyama taking headbands, so horses can take your headband. Basically, Deku and them have a plan. They will enact this plan now. Everyone start going for Deku. And Deku anticipated this. Basically, Tokiyami was man on defense. And as they're running, Deku is just swiping headbands. Like, you can't even see what happens. Like, basically someone, let's say Monoma, he was going after him. And they didn't even notice. They just noticed Deku was taking headbands. And then Monoma feels like a relief on his forehead. Checks. His headband's missing, and Deku has the headband. And Mom's like, what the fuck? And Mom's like, what the hell? He was that fast. But, yeah, so, if I can fucking clear that. Let's see how long I've been recording. I think it was in like 13 minutes. 9 minutes? Damn. I'm making time. After this was, the internships. Yeah. So, obviously, Deku gets first place. Now, the only people that had a headband was Shoto's team. because they were guarding that. Like, bro, when I say they were guarding that, I mean they were guarding that. Like, you honestly thought Shoto had like a couple of diamonds on his person and was just guarding that shit. Like, but yeah, that's the only team that actually had a headband that they didn't take. So they win. Now it's time for the battles. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be real fun. Also, I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna make this a long one. I'm gonna finish after the what's the name? Fucking what's it called? The forest start, because that's something really good I have planned happens there. So I'm not gonna make a part 4 and do the fucking forest training arc. No, doing that now. So it's time to fight. The first fight was Shinso versus Deku. Now Deku noticing fucking name Ojiro did tell Deku. Sorry for fucking. I'm gonna get up. I ain't working my legs, bro. This damn bed is moving. Like hell, this bed loud as hell. I wish I had one of the memory foam beds that literally make no sound. I mean, they make no sound. Like my mom and dad have a memory foam bed. It makes no sound. I don't understand why. Because there's no springs in it. It's just memory foam and wood and cloth and sheet, man. But yeah, let's get off topic. Let's get back to it. Basically, fights for Deku for Shinso. Now, Deku did get warned by Ojiro that Shinso has a mind control quirk, so he planned on not talking. So then Shinso starts talking on. And yeah, he gets to the point where it's like he's just complaining at this point because you know Deku not talking. Deku just waiting for Shinso to make his first move. So Shinso started complaining about how he was born with a trash quirk. I'm gonna call him a villain, and Deku's lucky to have a quirk that's good as his. And Deku literally just like Shinso done talking. Deku like, when I say this man blitzes this man, he blitzes him. Basically, you can't even see him. Only thing you see is just Shinso on the ground. He basically ran at top speed, grabbed Shinso by the face, and just set him on the ground. He didn't even slam his head. Just set him on the ground outside of the ring. He just tossed him out the ring and hurting him. Really. And then Deku responds, be like, wasn't born with a good quirk at the training. You can train yours too. Like, bro, you literally got mind control. All you had to do is just amplify your voice. You can literally control more than one person at a time, so your quirk ain't trash. And if they called you a villain, that's because they were jealous of you, or they just ignorant. When they go, or you can just prove that you're not a villain. So yeah, that was cut quick, and Deku won. Now it's time for Deku versus Shoto. Now, Deku and Shoto, basically, Deku and Shoto kind of have a better relationship at this point. Because you know how after the sports festival, Shoto and Deku actually became friends, right? And this one, they weren't friends, but they were like acquaintances. Basically, Shoto wasn't really on that whole, whooping Deku's ass. Now, one of the reasons why he was on that, because A, he was darker than Louis, B, he saw there was a little similarity between him and All Might. He don't see that because Bakugo have One For All. If I remember correctly, yeah, I made it so that I tried to look at my videos to see if I gave Bakugo One For All in this. I just didn't care. I probably gave it to him. Probably because I was being stupid because every what if I did back when when the first part of this came out, I just gave Bakugo it because I did not know how to make Deku have One For All. So yeah. Basically, they start talking, and basically the fight starts. And Deku just telling Shoto the only chance you have of beating me is just using your fire. Like, that's it. Like, bro, you should kind of asphyxiate me. He's just giving this man ideas at this point. Because technically, you can actually knock someone out with heat, bro, and smoke. And also, technically, this man could just... Because fire eats oxygen, bro. Fire literally needs oxygen to light. So let's say you're in... It's not fact. This is what I believe in. So do not take this with a grain of salt. But my idea is that Let's say you're in an airtight room where there's no air. You have an oxygen mask. Or you don't have oxygen mask. Like you have 5 minutes. And then you're done. You light a match or a lighter or something, your air is going to drain a lot faster. Because the fire's consuming air to stay lit. Right? Honestly, like, let's say you have a candle instead of a lighter. Because lighters work on propane. But even if you have a lighter, it's still going to go out eventually. Because there's no air. The fire's known to need to consume air, so if there's no air, it doesn't like sure the spark will light, but it'll instantly go out. I'm not a scientist. Remember this. Take this with a grain of salt. But yeah, I'm just explaining. Like Deku is basically giving Shoto ideas he can beat him with fire. Cause that's the only way he can beat him. You can't do it with ice. Cause this man can just break out. He has heat vision. He has all this stuff. You can't trap this man with ice. I'm sorry, but you can't. So Shoto trying not to hear anything of it. Just keeps attacking the ice to the point where he's actually like overdoing it a bit. Like he's like his attacks getting slower. He's starting to get like he starts like shivering. And Deku basically says, "Bro, you're going to collapse. Like use your fire, heat yourself up, and actually have a chance." And then Shoto like Canon has the whole memory with his mom. And realizes that he's been stupid. The best way to spite Endeavor is not by not using the quirk. Endeavor's gonna think you're stupid and move on. Best way to do it is to use the quirk, but not use it for yourself, not for him. That's the best way to do it. Like, you don't be looking acquiescing because you're honestly weakening yourself by not using fully, not by not using your full power. Like, bro, you're gonna be in a battle. Bro, you have to use your full power. And if you don't, just cause some petty thing with your father, you're going to die. And that's going to be your fault, not his. It's going to be your fault. But, yeah, basically he acquiesces. Uses his fire. And he gets bodied. Instantly. Let's see, look. He launched a massive fire attack at Deku. And Deku just used his false breath and just pushed that right back. And then he literally got blown out of the ring. He is good. He has no burns. His clothes are charred to hell, but he's good. Now it's time for Bakugo versus Deku. Now, in Bakugo and Ochako's fight, Bakugo did the same thing, just humiliated her. Humiliated her, like literally, like he went the same amount of hard as this. He wrecked her, and he didn't have to do that. Like everyone knew he didn't have to do that. Like, but yeah, basically, Deku has his mindsets on putting Bakugo in the hospital. So yeah, basically, the fight starts. Deku hovers up, like basically, Bakugo tries to do a howitzer impact and a bunch of explosions. Deku just dodges while flying up. Bakugo thought he hit Deku with a howitzer. And look right, nothing's there. Look up, Deku's right there. And Deku came down at like the speed of light and grabbed Bakugo by the face mid-flight and slammed him into the ground. And then kicked him out the ring. Like this man fractured his skull, broke his nose, made him concussed, and then broke a couple of ribs. And on mine having a bunch of abrasions, cuts, and bruises. So Bakugo's in the hospital. He's in the hospital. Like, no, like, cover girl, I'm sorry. Because she can heal physical things. She can't heal, like, mental stuff. Because concussion technically is mental and physical at the same time. I'm pretty sure. So, also, I'm pretty sure she can't really heal a concussion. She can't. I'm pretty sure there's an extent to what she can do. Like, she helped All Might when he had his whole stomach ripped out. But she couldn't just replace that. She couldn't fully fix it. All she did was like close up the wound and made it better. That's it. That's all she could do. She made him stop bleeding and had the wound actually close faster. But that took a lot of energy from him. So, yeah. How long are we doing this? 19. Okay. Yeah, Deku is the crowned winner. He gets first place. Shoto gets second. Bakugo gets third. And they do have to chain this man down because he is frothing at the mouth that he got done that dirty. Like, look, let's just say they waited a while to do it since Bakugo had to be there for the medals, or they just did it on TV, and you can literally see Bakugo tied down to a center block, just frothing at the mouth, like spazzing out, like he having a seizure. Like, bro, this man is mad. But yeah, time for internships. It's gonna be fun. This gonna be real fast. Make it really, 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 really. I mean, really fast. Okay. But yeah. Basically, Deku is in the classroom with everyone else, and if I say a lot, cause I'm drawing blanks here. If you don't know, I'm drawing a complete blank. What the fuck is that? Yeah. Let me think real quick. Yeah. Basically, as I always said, look at your screens. You will see all of the hero internships you have. Hero. He just explains it. The entire process. I think after Stain arc. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. After the Stain thing, it's the test, and then it's the art, and then it's force. I gotta do a lot. Okay. Okay. Deku basically notices that he has pretty much every hero except for Endeavor. Well, except for All Might Endeavor and a couple of heroes. Endeavor big mad that he kind of encouraged Shoto to actually spite him at this point. Like, actually be effective at doing it. Like, he was doing it, but he just made it worse. So, yeah. Now, Deku, using his X-ray vision, could notice that Ida picked Manuel. Now, he did also hear, because when Ida had to go, right, to talk to his mother, Deku kind of used his super hearing to spy in, because he could tell Ida was a little bit off. You want to make sure Ida was good. He heard that Tensei got bodied, had a spine cut. I'm sorry, but Tensei got done dirty. Like, literally, this man's Stain gave him a bunch of stuff and just cut his spine in half. Like, basically, he can't walk no more. And he literally had this man on life support. He was on life support. They had tubes and everything all in him. This man got hurt. Like, honestly, I'm wondering, does the Hero Association give you good health insurance? Cause, bro, you know this man. I'm pretty sure they were rich. If they don't give you good health insurance, then you're paying a hefty amount. Cause the health system, I'm just gonna say it right now, they make you pay for stuff that ain't even your fault. If you don't got health insurance, you don't got good health insurance, bro, you paying like $500 if you have a broken finger. Don't take this to fact. I do not know everything. I'm just venting right now. So yeah, basically, Deku noticed Ida picked Manuel and knows that Manuel is stationed in Hosu. And also noticed that Ida's brother got attacked in Hosu by Stain. And he did some background and found out Stain kills about 5 people in a city, then moves. Stain still got, like, I don't know, I think Stain was at 4. Stain still got one more body that he have to take, and then he moving, then he gone. So he knew Ida was going to do some dumb stuff, because he did also see Ida had better stuff. Like, Ida had better heroes to go. He actually did. In canon, he actually did have a lot better heroes than Manuel. And that's what made him kind of sus. The fact he chose Manuel. Why would you choose Manuel? Manuel, I'm not going to be mean, but Manuel, the only thing you do, bro, is like, you got water kinesis. I'm pretty sure Manuel has like water kinesis. That's it. I'm sorry, but you're kind of useless. But, yeah, basically, Deku's like, bro, you cannot be this stupid. He don't say it, because you know he can't change his mind. But basically just thinking, this man is absolutely retarded. So he also noticed that Manuel sent him internships. And that was like, just make sure this man don't die or get seriously hurt. I'm gonna go. So he just accepts Manuel's when Deku had good heroes. Like, he had Best Genius. He had the fourth ranking. He had Kamui Woods. He had some good stuff. Mountain Lady tried to get him to do it because she was thinking, hey, he can clean the house real good. Because if you don't know, Mineta went with Mount Lady, I'm pretty sure, and had to clean her entire house, and she was just sitting on the couch reading. And that was some dumb stuff, bro. Like, bro, this man thinking, you ain't know Mineta. Mineta would probably think he was going to see something. And end up just cleaning under a couch, cleaning the kitchen, just doing all this stuff. Didn't even have no training. I'm pretty sure this man did no training. So, yeah, you struggling when that happens. So, we cut to Hosu, and Deku Ida are there. Ida was questioning it, but he just thought, hey, maybe he wanted to do some local crime, or he probably wanted to be in Hosu. He asked Deku why he chose Manuel, and Deku literally says, "Oh, I wanted to like do a starting low, get the grasp everything, and also I always wanted to be in Hosu, and I saw, hey, Manuel was in Hosu. I always wanted to go to Hosu." Now Deku was clearly lying through his stuff, lying through his teeth. But Ida can't tell. He asks Ida, why did you choose Manuel? And Ida says, Ida basically says, he knows Tensei was working with Manuel, and Tensei always told him that Manuel was a good dude, so he wanted to work him in. And that all the time, Deku listening to his heartbeat, and this man Ida is clearly lying. Like, he would have picked anyone else. I'm sorry, but Ida would have picked someone else, bro. If Stain didn't hurt Tensei, Mayo wouldn't even see Ida's name flash up, bro. I'm sorry, but he wouldn't even see Ida's exhaust smoke. Like, yeah, they're patrolling. They're doing a couple of minor stuff. They got a cat out of the tree. They just flew up. Got the cat. Cat tried to scratch him. Cat broke his claws. Cat honestly broke his claws, and the old woman said, "Hey, my cat claws and shit." And Deku said, he broke him on the tree. I had nothing to do with it, I swear to God." I'm having too much fun with this one. I'm having way too much fun with this one. But, yeah. Basically, they're trolling. And that's when they start seeing these black sludge portals come out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure the sludge was Kirigiri, whatever. They see portals. Come on. And they start seeing Nomus come out. And Neku's like, what the fuck are Nomus doing here? You got a couple of black Nomus, mid tiers, and you have a couple low tier Nomus, which are like the normal ones. You have like the gray one, you have the wing one. Also, if you did not know, I'm sorry to say this is not technically a manga spoiler. Some of you may not, you know the little boy with the wings and was kind of bald. He had like the buzz cut. Is one of Bakugo's pals, one of Bakugo and Deku's acquaintances during like their elementary school. I forgot his name. It was like the little fat kid with the wings. Basically, that wing Nomu is him. Because I think it was like his grandfather or something is the doctor. So he just turned his grandson into a Nomu. That literally is that kid. Like, you can look it up. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's him. Like, you can tell it's the same type of quirk. Might find coincidental. It's the same quirk. And also, he went for Deku. If anything, bro. Now, it might have been a coincidence, because, he probably wouldn't wait for anyone else. He just saw Deku. Hey, you're looking pretty weak now. I could probably take you, and they can kill you. Or they could turn you into something, bro. Like, but yeah, that's their friend. If you don't know. So no one start coming, and Deku notices Ida instantly bolts off. So Deku's like, you cannot be serious right now. Of all times, you're gonna run away. And Manuel out there either going Ida, I can't speak. Ida says that he's gonna go like rescue civilians and make sure everything's good downtown. And Minion told him to be careful. Basically, Deku is like, I know the fuck he's doing. He's gonna go fight Sting. So Deku literally just freezes majority of no. I mean majority. Let's say there was like 100 no moves there. There's only like five. There's only like 10 of them left. And Deku just shatters all of the nobles and just flies after Ida. Now, it took him, I'll say, a little bit to find Ida. He did have extra vision, but the extra vision only goes so far. Basically, he found Ida about to get stabbed by Stain. Got get finished off. And nigga flew in and just picked Ida up and moved him. So Stain literally chipped his sword a little bit on the concrete. I said, like, what the hell? It sees Deku, and Deku's like, it's not really nice to stab someone with a sword, especially when chaos is brewing. Like, come on, man. What are you doing here? And basically things are going on how he's going to purge this society of fake heroes and yada yada yada. Deku's like, yeah, I'm all for it, but you can't be killing people. That's a no-no. Cause that thing, it makes you worse than them. I'm sorry, but it's true. And Stain tries to hit Deku with a sword, and his sword just like breaks on impact. It's saying like, what the hell? And Deku's like, oh, you ain't know? Deku grabbed him by the ankle and just slammed him on the ground like 2 times, and then threw him at a wall, and then physically flew like kind of top speed and punched him through that wall. Stain is out cold. I'm sorry, he's done. Pretty fast. I told you this is going to be quick. How the fuck I zoom in? Damn, man, I'm at 30 seconds. Bro, I'm going to make an hour-long video. Yeah, basically, Stain's done. That gets them all out of the way. Ties up Stain. Heroes come. Like I said, they heard a commotion. Gotta go over there to see, hey, look, it's Stain. How the hell that kid do it? So, yeah, they're talking. That's when Ida gets snatched up by Nomu. Deku literally flies up, like basically Deku hovers up and cut the Nomu dead in half with his laser vision, and Ida's falling, and Deku catches him, bring him back over there, and you just see, and you like, and Deku asks Ida, "You good?" As you literally hear blood and guts and body parts falling to the ground. Like, are you good, buddy? So how are you asking nigga? How you gonna ask somebody is he good when you cut someone in half and you hear their blood and guts falling on the concrete? Like, bro. Yeah, that's that. They go to the hospital for Ida, and that's when they meet the chief of the police. And he says, officially, y'all do not get credit for capturing Stain since y'all do not have your provisional licenses. Now, since you did take a dangerous criminal off the street and technically was self-defense, you will not be reprimanded for this action. Now, unofficially, off the record, you did a good job. And he looks at Deku. You did a good job capturing a dangerous criminal. He looks at Ida and basically says, young boy, you are incredibly stupid, and you are lucky that your friend was there to save you, because you would not be with us at this time. If he was not there, you would have been the one that tallies on Stain's ledger. Yeah, he just leaves. Yeah, Ida apologizes to Deku, and Deku's like, I do not accept your apology. You were kind of stupid. And he just opens a window and flies out. Like, doesn't even leave the hospital. Just fly. Like, don't even leave the normal way. Just flies up the hospital. Yeah. Basically, they were going to say that Manuel was going to get like his hero license taken away, revoked. He had to go through retraining and stuff. And Deku told him, do not take his stuff. That was Ida's fault. He did not know. And also, you can't really do nothing when you have no moves they were actually made to kill All Might. Got hurting people, as he had to be a hero and do his job. He could not worry about one student that was being retarded. So yeah. Love how it sounded official, and I did not stutter that entire time I was speaking. Bro, I have a stuttering issue. You do not understand. Now it is time for the test. It is Bakugo and Deku. Bakugo and Deku. Thank you. Shit. I want to skip over this. Nah. Basically, just a couple weeks later, it starts. And Nezu basically assigns everyone to teams and basically says, Bakugo and Deku, you'll be fighting All Might. And All Might comes in with the wrath of God, slams the ground, like, I am here. I'm like, nigga, you don't have to do that. You don't have to ruin the ground. Like, bro, that was some good soil. Just took away all that soil. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Why? All that vegetation. All the vegetation. All the grass. And everything. Just got rid of it. You didn't have to do that. What the fuck am I talking about now? So, Deku and Bakugo start. And they're kind of bickering. Bakugo's bickering. Deku's not really caring. Bakugo grabs Deku's shirt. Because basically Deku's saying the best option is to kind of leave for you. For me, it is I can easily take on All Might. I'm not so sure. And Bakugo get offended because Deku think he weak. And grab Deku's shirt. And it's like, hell you talking about? I'm not running from nothing. You can run. Be my guest. I'm not running. I'm not a coward like you. Deku literally grabs Bakugo's wrist and like he's about to break it. Like that Bakugo's feeling some pain. And that's when they're going back and forth. Basically, Deku saying he's not the coward here. He's just thinking logical because you are stupid. Like we're dealing with the number one hero that can literally take out an entire city block with just with a punch. With a punch, like you cannot be trying to fight that man. And they're bickering, and that's when they just hear a big boom. Look down, and they see all kinds like buildings, building parts, like buildings crashing, and it all going towards them. Deku flies up and takes Bakugo with him. And basically sees All Might jump in and punch Deku down to the ground with Bakugo in hand, bro. And Deku gets sent flying back. Now Deku's like, do I want to finish this fast? Or do I want to wait a while? I'm going to finish it quick. Basically, he sets Bakugo down and says, if you're not going to run to be my guest, I'm just throw you out there. He looks over there. He looks for you. See, there's a nicely placed pond right there. They go pick Bakugo up and just tosses this man. He's this man. Through the sky. Right? And keep in mind, he's still hovering. Well, he's like hovering off the ground a little bit. And All Might turns around and about to go get Bakugo. When Deku comes in at light speed, grabs All Might by the face and by the back of the head and just starts grinding his face on the concrete and slams him, like throws him into a building. Now All Might jumps back through and punches Deku in the gut, sending him through another building. And you and Bakugo in the pond, like basically they already won, but they can't really hear it because they're fighting. Bakugo here and just boom, 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 crash, window breaking. That's all he hear. You see a bunch of dust. He's like, what the fuck going on? Yeah, and basically, Nezu goes through the airpiece and says Bakugo made it out. Modora in the one, and Deku just says, yeah, All Might's unconscious. You gotta, I can take him over there. Like, what the fuck mean he unconscious? Like, as I said, he is done. He is asleep. So yeah, Deku and Bakugo won that, and now it is time for the forest. Let's get it. God, my head hurt. This is the longest video I have ever made. Well, this is going to be the longest video I've ever made, because the longest video I ever made was like 45 minutes. This is going to be like 50 minutes to an hour. So please, if you're enjoying, like and subscribe, leave a comment on what if I should do next. Leave a suggestion there, or join my Discord server and suggest stuff there. Like, it's kind of dead. It is dead. Yeah, basically, time to go. So we go to the mall, right? They're gonna get supplies, right? That's why Deku was walking around. He had a whole weird interaction with Charco. She said she's gonna go get bug spray and start running away from him. So, yeah. Deku is walking. He goes sit down in the fountain. And that's when a guy in a black hoodie with like little like grayish grayish blue hair, comes up to me and is like, "Hey, aren't you that kid from the sports festival? Wow, man, I'm such a huge fan. Can I get a picture?" And Deku's like, "Yeah, sure." And that's when the dude grabs him by the throat. And Deku recognizes, it's that dude. What you doing here? He says, "What are you doing here?" And basically, Shigaraki says he's just here to talk. And they go sit down near the fountain. And that's when Shigaraki start venting about Stain and how he got all the credit and all this stuff. And basically, Deku basically just says, well, Stain is kind of more relatable. And actually, it's all about chaos and destruction and death. Stain had a good goal, and that was to cure Hero Society. Like, bro, if you haven't noticed, heroes are a lot of heroes kind of stupid and only in it for the money. Now, you can't really say that he was not a good, like, you got rep. I'm telling you, you got rep because he was thought to be a part of the League of Villains. Like, you got some representation now. So why are you mad? And basically, Shigaraki said he's mad about the principal and that he went off schedule and wants to go fight you. And basically, Deku says, bro, they're selling his merch. Y'all don't got merch. Whose fault is that? Because y'all do not have an actual goal. The only thing your goal is just to kill people and cause destruction and chaos. And that's when Shigaraki has none of it no more and tries to kill Deku. Basically, closes his hands, tries to kill Deku's throat, and nothing happens. And Deku's like, well, something's supposed to happen here? Oh, yeah. I mean, did you forget the sports festival where you tried to do that and it didn't work? Only thing you did was ruin my shirt. I got paid back for that. Also, you remember this? And just crushes his wrist, right? And Shigaraki starts screaming pain, and Deku quickly just slams his face in the fountain. I mean, literally in the water, and they just hear bam, bam, bam. And when people start to look over, Deku just vanishes, and just throws Shigaraki out in the middle of the street. And a truck's coming. And that's when Kyotogiri teleports him out. Yeah, he goes back there, and he just walking around, and he notices the fountain is blood red. I mean, it's literally blood red. Like, there's blood in that water. Like, I tell you, there was like piranhas or something. That water be going. Yeah, basically, Deku has a hit on him, and that hit in the hit contractor is Shigaraki. So that's be fun for the forest art. So now it's time for the forest, and yeah, let's get going. So basically, it's the forest. It's the forest journey, right? Now they get on a bus, right? And damn, that was funny. And they get to the mountain, and Deku's like, "What are we doing here? I thought this was a forest train. I wanted it supposed to be like a big old like camp grounds and building." He did some research, so it didn't say it was that. He just asked all 30 years and stuff, and they say, "Yeah, it's like a big old building in the middle of the forest. And you do some training, you do a lot of stuff, you do some activities." So Deku's like, "Where the building?" That's when Deku see another car pull up, and it's the Wild Wild Pussycats. Well, technically, it is my lady and was it Pixie Bob? I guess Pixie Bob. Yeah, fuck it, Pixie Bob. First, she not get bodied yet. You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. So basically, they just tell you gist of it, and basically, they decide to turn together. Wait, they're on a mountain, and Pixie Bob's quirk is the ground control. So basically, they're giving hints, and basically, they say, "Hey, you have to make it to the camp by nightfall." And everyone's like, "What do you mean, make it to the camp by nightfall?" And they proceed to how do you put this? They can figure it out real quick by like their heartbeat elevating, Pixie Bob's heartbeat. So Deku's like, "Everyone get back on the bus now!" And they start they start running it. And Pixie Bob just makes an avalanche. It makes them all tumble down. Deku flew up and basically he started flying and caught a bunch of people except for Bakugo and Kaminari and Mineta. He left Mineta down there. And yeah, basically Aizawa tells him that hey, you got to do the forest, like that's the whole point. And Deku's like, that's still like, then why didn't you just why didn't you just like tell us to go down there or something, bro? Like, don't drop us off a cliff. You know, some of us could have broke our necks. Like you trying to get rid of us? Like, you hate us that much? And I was like, do you want me to answer that question? And Deku's like, dang, I see how it is. So Deku just makes him hover down there, and that's when monsters start coming in. Deku's like, well, I don't want to deal with this right now. Basically, he just destroys all of the monsters, and Pixie Bot was like, wait, all my monsters are gone. Happened there. And basically, as I was saying, that was probably Midoriya. If you don't know, he has super strength. He can fly. He can do a lot of stuff. If you did not see the Sports Festival, nigga. And they're like, that's kind of cheating. Don't you think? And I was like, well, it's not my fault that he's strong. It's your fault for not doing your research. Like, and yeah, Deku just going through destroying all of the monsters. Like off like the golem looking things. So yeah. Now, what's his name? Basically, they get there about way before them. Wait for Milady, like wait for all the teachers and stuff, right? So nigga, this is hella awkward. I don't know why, nigga. I'm blank. I've never been this far in one video. How far am I? Bro, I'm about to be an hour, bro. I gotta see this up. Yeah, basically they get there and see everyone's already there, just chilling. They're like, how you get there? And that was like, it's kind of easy. And let's just say they're all eating snow cones. Basically, Deku took some water, got some snow cone stuff, and flew out and got like some of the like the flavoring and coloring stuff for the snow cones. I don't know what it's called, nigga. But yeah, they eating snow cone. They're like, where you get snow cones from? And basically they say, oh, Deku went out and got it. Like, he went out. We were gone for like an hour, and they're like, "Did you forget he can fly? Like, didn't you hear the big old booms on your way here?" And they're like, "Yeah, we did hear booms, but we thought it was just him versus monsters. Like, the monsters died. Like, the monster got defeated like a while before that even happened. Like, your data is wrong." Yeah, they just chilling, and that's when Kota. That's when they notice Kota. And Izuku goes to introduce himself to him, and Kota tried to punch him. Now, Kota tried to punch him. You mind, this is Superman here. So when you try to punch Superman, depending on how strong you are, you're gonna break your hand. Kota broke his hand. And basically, I forgot, I think his name was fucking Milady or some shit. Yeah, basically says, what did you do? Like, why are you doing that? And Deku's like, he tried to punch me. It's not my fault. You can't hurt me. And how, like, blame my quirk for that one. And she says she's sorry for that. Basically, she's watching over him since her sister and his Kota's parents died. And yeah, he ain't taking so well. So they get the camp started, and I'm just gonna cut a bunch of it. So all them going over to training. Basically, Deku's training. They basically know they can't really train Deku. They just working on Deku's speed and endurance. That's it. Like they have him running around in circles, they flying around in circles. And Deku is literally breaking the sound barrier like 15 times. You know, technically you can break the sound barrier twice. It's like entering and exiting. And also there's a second layer to it too, I'm pretty sure. I looked it up. And Google can be wrong though, you never know. I'm not a scientist. I told you this before. I'm not a scientist. Do not expect me to be right all the time. I am heavily stupid. Wait. You have no idea how stupid I am. But yeah. basically, Deku is just doing that, and now it's time for the attack. So they're doing a little cookout, and that's when they tell them they're going to do an activity, the whole forest thing. Basically, 1B has to scare 1A. Now in the forest, and Deku's not with him because Deku's like, I'm not participating in that. Like that's stupid. And that's when Deku starts smelling some smoke, some fire, and look up and see blue flames in the sky. And Deku's like, what the Melanie. I'm gonna say Milady. If I get it wrong, I'm sorry. He asks her, and she says, if there was a camper, then it would not be blue. That's a quirk. And Deku's like, okay, but if that's a quirk, and Deku just hear a big boom, like Deku basically his Koda crying, as file, and Deku's like, oh, you gotta be kidding. And you didn't just see Deku rocket off. At least Deku just says it's a villain attack. And they're like, what do you mean villain attack? And Deku's like, just say it's a villain attack. And he just flies off towards Koda hideout. That's when you see Muscular about to hit Koda. And Deku literally, let's see, look, Deku's coming in at the side of Muscular, right? Deku literally grabbed Muscular's head and slams it into the wall. Right? And yeah, Muscular's out instantly. Like, he tried to get, he was kind of dazed, like, what the heck happened? He looks up and sees Deku. Deku just punched him like 5 times in the face. They going out, 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 out. He's out. Like, bro, you swear to God this was baseball. Like, you hear strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, you're out. I had too much fun with this. But yeah. So once is done, Deku takes Koda to ladies. They take him to Pix Bob, and that's when he notices Spinner trying to cut Pix Bob. Basically, Deku comes in, breaks the sword, and then knocks out Spinner. And then basically knocks Spinner. That's when Magni tries to kill him. Just saying, you're on the hit list. Shigaraka wants you dead, and Deku's like, hold it, you got information, and that's literally just like grabs them by the neck, and it says, so if I'm on the kill list, then who else on the list? So what you here for? And they start basically Magni starts spilling the secrets, and basically says they came here to kidnap a dude named Katsuki Bakugo. And also came here to kill you. I think it was Toka. I think it was on Shoto. Basically kill a lot of people. Definitely you're like your top priority. Like everyone else can be fine. Everyone else can live as long as Deku dies. That's it. And Bakugo kidnapped. Like that's it. Like no one else really. They just condition it. Basically like if you don't see him, you're well aware to kill all of his friends and stuff. But if you see him or know he's there, then he takes top priority. Like, get rid of him now. And Deku's like, oh, thank you. And just proceeds to bang Magni across the faces and send them into the ground. They just in the dirt. So basically, bro, I'm just gonna say her for now on. If I offend someone, I'm sorry. That's what they call Magni in My Hero, and I'm tired of saying they. Yeah, basically, she is literally in the ground. So, yeah, done. You're done. And that's when Deku hears 2 shots. He just hears bang bang, and Deku's like, I know damn well that wasn't a gun. It looks like he sees a bunch of poison gas. And Deku can hear a bunch of fighting, and Deku's like, now I gotta do this. Because he flies up and just sucks up all the gas and flies up and just expels it. And that's when Mustard realizes, hey, my gas gone. And he looks up and sees Deku hovering, looking menacing as hell, and he starts firing shots. He knows that's the kid he's supposed to kill, and the shots just fingering off. Like only thing he's doing, ripping his shirt, and it comes down at the speed of like, bro. When I see this man come down, like this man came down fast as hell. No, like do not get your mind out of the gutter. I know the fuck y'all gonna be thinking. He rocketed down at this man and just like grabs him by the face. I mean, like actually by the face. Like he has some drag too. Grab him by the face and instantly just go. Pop. And they can just see a bunch of dust and rocks fly in the air. Mustard is effectively dead. He's not dead, but he is dead. So, you're done. And, yeah, you ain't really have nothing else. And that's when Deku regroups with, basically sees Choji, and finds out, hey, Dark Shadow is kind of, struggling. In Dark. That's when also Deku gonna tell, hey, Bakugo going to fight somebody. So Deku's like, why don't we have Dark Shadow go after the guy Bakugo and them fighting, and Bakugo can use Explosion to calm down Dark Shadow, and also Shoto has fire that makes light. So yeah, they use Dark Shadow to basically kill Moonfish. He's not dead, but he's effectively dead. Yeah, they've handled Moonfish, and that's when they're talking, and basically Deku reveals the fact. Also, he did tell my lady to tell him that they have to Kachan and you're allowed to use your quirk to fight. So Deku and them are fighting. Now they're covering Bakugo, and that's when they're talking. They notice, where the hell did Bakugo go? Where did Bakugo go? That's when they notice a man in a tree with looking like a magician. And Deku's like, Deku reads and sees a marble, and Deku's like, is he a marble? And Miss Compress like, a magician never reveals his secrets and all that shit. And then Deku's like, he's a fucking marble. Get him. And they start jumping this man. And he got Miss Compress hopping tree from tree from tree. And yeah, basically, they handle him real quick. Basically, they do what they did in canon. Tokiyama got took. So basically, Deku throws him down in the middle. That's where Dabi and him is at. And they're all there. And you got Dabi launching fire at them. And then you got Toga trying to stab him with the knife. And she just broke her knife on him. And Deku just grabs her by the wrist and just flings her at a tree. He wasn't gonna hit her because the girl, Deku got respect. Now, sometimes you have to hit girls. I'm sorry, but that's my opinion. Cause there's a story. If I'm doing story time, I would definitely tell a story based on story. Hold up, gotta go. Okay, I'm back. I had to finish this up real quick. I got my food. Basically, Deku basically they take Bakugo, right? Because Deku they swapped. They basically took Compress's marbles, right? And Deku did not think for a second, hey, this man might be hiding a marble under his tongue. So basically Tokiyami and Bakugo about to get taken. Then basically who the fuck came on? Yeah. Ayama comes out of nowhere, shoots him with a naval laser, and Deku and Shoji try to take their marbles. Now, granted, I know Deku is fast, right? Dabi shoots a big old thing of fire at him and basically explodes him down exponentially. And he is slowed down, so he couldn't get the marble. He couldn't get Bakugo's. They also Tokiyami's. They couldn't get Bakugo, so Bakugo's taken. And Deku's like, damn it. Well, we gotta get him back. And Deku just looks around and just see, like, most of everyone is heavily injured, knocked out. Like, people are done. That's where we're gonna end this. That's what is Deku with Superman Part 3. If you enjoyed, and if you enjoyed a lot and has been here for a while, or you want to continue seeing my content, please subscribe. I am really close to 200, and that will make me very happy. I mean, like, when I hit 100, I was geeking. When I hit 150, I was geeking. When I'm gonna hit 200, I'm geeking because I've only had this channel for like 5 months. Like, basically, I'm only up for like 4 to 5 months, and I've already got here. Like, I still been saying, oh, this ain't big. So I don't know why you're freaking out, but bro, like, I tried to do YouTube as a gaming channel, and it just didn't work out. I am heavily thankful for you all enjoying my content. But yeah, this again, that was What is Deku with Superman? Part 3. Goodbye.